The motor that we are going to consider now is single phase series AC motor. This motor is very close in construction to series DC motor. In fact, we may imagine that if we connect AC supply to DC series motor, then what will be the response of the motor? Since supply is AC and connections are in series, same value of current will flow through field winding and armature winding. Let us look at the connections of the field and armature windings on slide. These are in series. Various phenomena are taking place simultaneously. Flux in pole starts pulsating. Due to transformer action, EMF induces in armature conductors. Current is passing through armature conductors. The phenomena that is occurring under N pole and under S pole is similar. Only direction of pole fluxes, direction of currents in armature conductors and direction of EMFs induced in rotor conductors is opposite for S pole in comparison with N pole. This observation of various directions of various parameters suggests us that direction of torque due to conductors under N pole and direction of torque due to conductors under S pole is same. In the negative half of the supply, direction of flux, currents and EMF reverses, but direction of torque remains in same direction since torque or force is cross product of flux and current. If flux and current both reverses, then direction of force do not change. Since torque is unidirectional for both cycles of supply, motor will keep on rotating in certain direction. We should note that dynamically induced EMF in rotor conductors would be zero while motor is starting. Now let us consider back EMF that is produced due to speed of rotor. This EMF is not necessarily in exact opposition to applied voltage but may have some angle other than 180 degrees. Note that in the schematic diagram, current pulsating through all elements of motor is same since these are connected in series. Voltage drop across resistive elements must be in phase with current. Voltage that remains after subtracting resistance drop from supply voltage is sum of various voltage components. One of the component is inductive reactance drop across field winding. This drop must be perpendicular to resistive drop. Now the remaining voltage is the voltage across armature windings. This voltage must have two components, one due to pulsating flux and other due to rotation of rotor. If we consider to superimpose voltage due to pulsating flux and due to rotation, then we get total armature voltage drop. Statically induced EMF in armature conductors will be same for each of the parallel path of armature windings. If it is possible to estimate this EMF, then we get one component of armature voltage drop, which will be same for all parallel paths. If we observe the phasor diagram shown on slide, then we see that resistance and inductive reactance drops are only dependent on current with values of resistance and reactance constant. Even inductive reactance drop of armature winding must be in phase with inductive reactance drop in field winding since it depends on same current. Angle that supply voltage makes with current decides total power factor of motor, that is shown on phasor diagram as phi L, and current that dynamically and angle that dynamically induced EMF in rotor circuit path makes with current is shown as phi M. These angles denote total power supplied and mechanical power given as output to motor. Now understand the changes that must be made in construction of AC series motor in comparison with DC series motor. Magnetic circuit for field path must be laminated to limit the core losses. Connection between brushes and commutator segments should cover more segments so that coil gets short circuited before current reverses through it. This improves to reduce sparking at brushes. Note that this motor has same characteristics corresponding to DC series motor shown on slide. it should be noted that if motor is manufactured to work like a DC series and AC series motor, then such a motor is known as universal motor. This motor works with DC supply and it works also with the AC supply. Therefore, this is known as a universal motor.